Some people can't look at themselves in the mirror and say, I love you. I love and accept myself. It's so hard. I mean, when I did the course over 5 years ago now, there was a group of 40 people in a room, and we had all these mirrors, and we had to look into our eyes, and we just had to stare into our eyes. And instantly, I started crying. Instantly, because I don't think I ever actually looked at myself in the eyes before. Have you ever done that? Have you ever just looked in the mirror instead of, and you know what the most interesting thing is that I would love for you to do is go to a mirror after we're done chatting. Go to a mirror, and do you instantly start criticizing yourself? And I don't mean just thoughts in your mind like, oh, look at this hair today. Oh my goodness, I look so tired. Sure, that might come up too, but actions speak louder than words. So when you go up to the mirror, do you just like start adjusting yourself? That's self-criticism as well. And I'm not saying we have to just like always accept what is. I think that is a really hindrance in our life. Accepting what is in this moment, to use it as a teaching moment to move forward into our lives, I think is even more profound, right? So it's not a matter of, when self-help gurus and all that stuff, and even when I talk about being present, being here and in the moment, there's a lot of acceptance that needs to follow into that as well. It's really hard to be like, I feel shitty and I'm just going to accept it. Like it's really, really hard to do. And that's kind of being dishonest with yourself as well. But noting how you feel and looking at it from an observer perspective, taking a step back and being like, okay, my body feels not so great. My brain is kind of sad. Okay, so what can I do in this moment to just shift it a little bit so I feel better? Okay, I'm going to go listen to some music and just, Night at the Roxbury it a little bit, get my physiology moving, get my physical body, my physiology changing, my physical body moving, because whenever you want to change your state, so if you're feeling poopy, you want to change your state, you have to change what you're focusing on, and you need to change your physiology, so the way that you're carrying yourself. Usually when we feel not so hot, we kind of do this, right? Kind of do this, kind of protect ourselves, right? So changing your focus and your physiology helps to shift your state. So when you're feeling poopy, take a step back, be like, okay, so all these things have happened. I get it. I'm grateful for my body letting me know, my mind letting me know that this doesn't jive. I'm not happy right now. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to take it to the next level, and I'm going to listen to some funny podcast, or watch a funny movie, or call a friend and tell them a really horrendous joke to make them laugh. You want to hear a really horrendous joke? Do you want to hear a really horrendous joke? Okay, here we go. So a head rolls into a bar. That's not the joke. Okay, hey Kim, how's it going? I miss you. Okay, so here's the joke. So a human head rolls into a bar, and he rolls himself up onto the bar stool. So the bartender is like, oh goodness, I've never had just a head before. So bartender, very nice guy, he says, hey, how are you? What can I get for you? And the head just says, I just like a shot of whatever you recommend. And so the head is just, he's not sitting, but he's resting there, and he's contemplating his life and how depressed he is, and how he wishes so much that he wasn't just a head. He wishes that he had a body, and he had legs and arms and a torso, and he's just very sad. So I don't know how he does this, but he's very, very efficient in being a head. And so he takes the shot of whatever the bartender fixed for him. Let's say it's a nice scotch. And all of a sudden a torso pops out. And that guy who's a head, let's call him Bill, Bill's like, oh my God, I have a torso. What? What is in that drink? And the bartender's like, it's just, scotch that we have behind the bar. It's nothing special. And he's like, okay, well, he doesn't have any arms, right? He said, okay, make me another one. And so the bartender's making him another drink, and he says, can you imagine if I could get arms and legs? And he's like ecstatic at this point. And he's got a torso. And so he takes the drink, he drinks the drink, and out pops 2 arms. And he's like, what the? He's like, oh my God, I have a torso, I have arms, this is amazing. And the bartender is just like, what is happening right now? What is happening? And so Bill, he's like, please, pour me another drink. And so the bartender pours him another drink, slides it to him. Bill takes it, and all of a sudden, a leg pops out. And Bill is just like, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God, pour me another one. And so the bartender pours him another one. Bill takes the drink, and he disappears. So what's the moral of the story? Quit while you're ahead. Oh! Isn't that horrible? That is horrible. That is a horrible, horrible joke. It's horrible. Can you tell me it's horrible, please? Give me some emojis. Give me some love. That's a pretty bad joke. So I have my father's humor, and it is horrible. My husband does not like it. He doesn't think it's funny in any way, shape, or form. But see, talking about just be willing. Just be willing and open to embrace more joy into your life. Embrace silly things. Please tell someone that joke today. That would be amazing. It's a terrible joke. I know, it's so terrible. I can feel you and what you're thinking and saying right now. It's terrible. But it changed your state, right? It changed my state, even telling the joke, you know?